These messy babies are due for some pine shavings. Oh my goodness, y'all. I was going to do a preliminary sexing thing. I can't make them stand still. I mean, it's like when if you move, they move positions, all of a sudden you lose the one you were thinking about. And I'm going to hold them up and I'm just going to tell you how you're supposed to be sexing them. If they hold still for 2 seconds, let me start with the one I think is a girl. Hi, come here. Hi, baby. Hi. Now, okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Come here, stop. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Hi. This is one of the first in the big group here. Let me see if I can get this up a little bit. Hi. Oh, look at that. I want you to take a look at these little legs. See the dark wash on the legs? It's not, it's fairly consistent all the way down to the toes. It's okay. It's okay, honey. And it's little, I don't know if it'll hold still for this. Okay. Its little head spot is very, okay. It's very small. It's not scattered. It doesn't go frosting down the back of the neck. I think that one's a girl. And you would, if you just hold off just a second yelling your head off, I'll put you down. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. We're not the enemy. I picked her up and she was very sleepy. Okay, let me get one I'm pretty sure is a boy. Where's my little boys? Over here. Come here. Okay, now, this I think is a little boy. Look at the head spot. First, it starts contained, but look at it. Look, it's got the frosting across the back. I call it frosting. I don't know if anybody else does. But to me, it looks like it just frosts right down the back of the neck. That's a male head spot. And the legs, now the legs are not 100% clear. But if you notice, there's barely any other color besides its little pinkish legs here. Baby legs. See this? I know it's very stressful. It's very stressful. I know, it's okay. You'll be all right. You'll love me, I know. See, it has a little bit of wash, but it's very sketchy. It really isn't solid at all. So this I think, and also another thing, the down color. It's hard for you to see in this video, but the down color, even the down color is a little bit like faded black here. See on the back end, faded black. And that's the down color being a more faded black looking instead of black is also a sign of a male. So I think that is a little boy. Hi, little ones. Now, guys, I have several I think are female in here. It's just that they keep moving, and you see they're not really used to being handled yet. They just hatched. You just hatched, didn't you? You just hatched yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it's the last one hatched yesterday. The day before they started hatching. Anyway, well, the 27th was the actual hatch day for all except one of them, the last one. So let me see. I don't know if that's the same one. Let me see if I can find another boy. Is this a boy? Is this the same one I had? See, I don't even know. It might be. But that head spot is male. You see this? Let me see if I can find another female head spot here. Can I find one here? Come here. How about you? No, you're not one. I can't see. I have to keep my glasses off. I don't even know if this is the same one. No, I don't think so. Yeah, okay. Now, this one is a little bit harder to figure. You see, it's very black. There's no grayish on this fluff here. The head spot is a little bit. It's very small. It's not. Gosh, if you'd hold still, I could show them a little bit, honey. Yeah, hang on. It's almost. This is one of those it's hard to tell because it's got a spot, but then it's got a little bit of lighter color here, but not much. And the down color is fairly dark. The legs are not really dark. I mean, they've got color that goes into the toes, but not very much. So this is why I tell you, it's really an art more than a science. So here's another little. This is a little girl. This is a little girl. It's another one. I had to pick it up really quick so I know it was a different chick. Okay, so can I show them your head spot here? Let me see that little head spot. Let me see a little head spot. Look at it. It's pretty contained. It doesn't have a bunch of frosting down here. Oh, you're so pretty. Look at you. Look at your little legs. Look at her dark little legs. See, that's little girly legs. That's little girly legs. Yes, it is. Hi. Hello. You're going to be one of my favorites, I can tell you right now. Okay, so there's at least, I think I had pegged like 3 or 4 girls for almost sure. Nothing is 100% sure. Like I said, this is, you take 3 traits. You take the head spot. Girls, generally, their head spots are more regular edges, very contained. They may have a couple of different, it may not be one spot, it may be like 2 spots or something, but it's not going to look really frosted and fading into the neck like the males will. Also, the down color. And when they first hatch, their down color is very silvery. Some of the males, like this one right here, I don't know if you can see that. Don't bite my finger. That one right there is a faded black looking. That would be a male down color. But you have to take the three traits together. The dark wash down the legs is a female thing. Doesn't mean males don't have any color at all on the leg, but it's not as consistent and far down into the toes as the girls generally. That's the cutest thing ever when they flap their wings, isn't it? They were just bouncing around this morning. So you take the head spot. Males' head spots are more scattered, maybe have frosting down the neck or around the back of the head. Their down color is more of a faded black than a black, and they have almost no color on their legs, none of the dark wash. This is barred rocks. This is not other breeds. This is barred Plymouth Rock, or barred birds generally. Can be Dominiques as well, because they're related to the barred rock. So let's see. I don't really know exactly how many girls and how many males I have. Where are you at? You've got a lot of head spot. Come here, come here. I know, you have, yeah, this right here. This is one of the last ones to hatch. Yeah, okay. See the head spot? You can get the focus here. I know. The head spot is very definitely a male head spot. It is. And the legs, look at the little legs. Hold it, it's okay. You're okay. See the legs, they have a little color, but they're really not as consistent and down to the toes like the females are. You look like a boy. I will tell you though, it is an art more than science. My very first barred rock hen, one that someone the other day said, are you sure she's a barred rock? She just doesn't, her coloring's wrong, her egg color's wrong. No, it isn't. She's a hatchery barred Plymouth Rock hen. That's what she was. We weren't even talking about that. We were talking about eggs, egg shape indicating the sex of the chick is a bunch of baloney. and her eggs would indicate females, and she almost never had any daughters. I think she had 1 daughter her whole life, and the rest were all sons. Somebody wants to dive into that feeder. I did put the duct tape on the back holes, though, I tell you. But that particular hen, hatchery stock, inconsistent. Her coloring was lighter than females generally. It was very, in fact, people on backyardchickens.com kept saying, that's a cockerel. It was sexed as a pullet, but that's a male. Well, obviously they did vent sexing at the hatchery, not the coloring sexing. So she was definitely a pullet. Her coloring was always lighter than the other hens, the other barred rock hens, always. And her egg color was darker. But egg color has to do with the individual hen as well as the line that they came from. So she was an exception to the rule. There are always exceptions, but since she was vent sex, the hatchery is 100% correct about her being a pullet. Let's see, I don't know if we've touched the same ones or not. But this one right here is a girl. This one right there. Little tiny head spot, dark legs, the whole thing. So, I mean, you can get an educated guess, but you may not be 100% right. I sexed one of my what I call the rooster love of my life, Zane, my crippled rooster Zane. I had him sexed as a girl until he was several weeks old. Because he was a little bit darker when he was a chick. Called him Zoe, and all of a sudden I'm like, that's not a girl. But, you know, some of them will fool you, and there's nothing you can do about that. All you can do is get your best educated guess. And then all of a sudden they'll turn on you. And they'll say, ha ha ha, fooled you. But yeah, a lot of times if you just look at the back end of some of these chicks, like this one right here has got a really, you can't see that, it's got light the faded black on the back end. And the overall down is more of a faded looking grayish black. So, you know, I don't think that's ever going to turn out to be a girl. Now, there's also a difference in hatchery rocks and the good quality breeder rocks. And it may also vary by the line that they come from as well. But I found, somebody said, well, you can't really reliably hatch a hatchery bird. It has to be well bred. I'm like, I don't agree with that. I could almost always get the hatchery ones right at the beginning. It was the other ones, when I got the Marvin Stuckel line and then I got the Jill Burke line, they were a little harder to sex, in my opinion, at the beginning. The males had smaller head spots, generally. Even Atlas, who was descended from those, he had, well, his head spot had me pegged him as a pullet. You know, he was pegged as a pullet right away. But then I went, okay, that's a tiny little head spot on top, but then look at the neck. There's a little bit of frosting, barely visible, and it turned out to be male. So you can make these calls, but I mean, in 2 weeks, you're going to know. I mean, 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to be 100% sure. The males get their combs real early. You don't go by comb size. I had Phoebe, I think, in little Bantam Cochins pegged as a pullet just because, I mean, as a male just because of her comb size. Turned out to be a girl. I mean, there's a hatchery stock, of course. But, and speaking of combs, here's a tidbit. They should always have 5 separated points on their comb. Not half points, not double points, or look two little fused together, but they should have 5 distinct points on the comb before they get to the back, the blade. It's called the blade. You don't count the blade, but you should have 5 points on the comb. If it has one extra point somewhere, a little half point or something, that's not a huge deal. But the proper comb is 5-pointed comb, not 10. That's where the hatchery stock fails miserably. Their combs are meaty, they're curvy, and they have way too many points on them. Yeah, that's the sexing thing. I'm not gonna I can call a couple of the girls. I can call 2 or 3 of the girls pretty reliably, and I call most of the boys reliably. There's a few that they've got me on the fence about them, but you know, I'm not in a rush. They're not getting sold off. I'm gonna have to keep these. You can't really reliably pick your best breeding male, until their hormones are going, until they're 17, 18 weeks old. That's your best time to even consider what you're going to keep. Now, there may be, say if you've got 5 males and you've got 3 that look real good, but 2 of them, their combs are bad, they're narrow-bodied, you can cull those immediately. I mean, they're fine for a backyard flock, but if you're trying to breed to the standard, you need to cull the ones that are obviously not going to meet it. Anyway, I'm about to cough, so I'll let you go for today, and see you later.